The Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good evening, everybody. This is Kenny Masterson, and I'm coming to you live from Bowling Green High School in Bowling Green, Missouri. And tonight we're going to see the first district game for Elsberry and Bowling Green. And this game's going to be a rematch of one last week where Bowling Green had a bit of a blowout on Elsberry. Hopefully it won't be the same tonight, but we'll find out. So anyway, before I get into the pregame, let's sell a commercial here.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that, but when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, I am back. And I'll talk a little bit on the pregame here about the batting averages and the pitching for Elsberry. And just want to mention that even though we are at the end of the season, um, we are still looking at ad opportunities for next season for softball, football, and baseball, and basketball, girls and boys basketball. And so if you got a business or know anybody that does have a business, then let them know about this. This is a cheap way they can get their name out to a couple of people. So anyway, just get right into for this year, the batting average for Elsberry the team average has been a 209. Not exactly something to write home about, but that's the way it is. They've had 302 at bats out of 352 plate appearances, and they've managed to get 63 hits, 37 walks, and 94 strikeouts. So that's one of the ways. I'm being attacked up here in the press box by Bowling Green fans. And so anyway, as I fight my way away from them, we can get back to a few more averages here. The pitching for Elsberry has been, they have faced 417 batters and thrown 1,445 pitches. They've given up 92 hits, 64 walks, and struck out 79 batters. They've got an ERA of 5.182, and the batting average against is .271. So they're getting hit against for 271, and they're only hitting 209. And a lot of that translates into why it's just a 5-10 season. And at this point in time, we're going to have the national anthem. Okay, we are back after the national anthem, and hopefully I've got the gain turned up on my voice, and I'll talk a little quieter if that's possible. We've got a whole lot of voices up here talking tonight in a very small space. We have Tribcast over here to my right, and we have the PA announcers to my left, and I'm stuck in the middle with you. Oh, hold it, that's a song. Uh, anyway, they are getting ready to start here in a couple of minutes, so I'm going to run through the lineups real quick. For the visiting Elsberry Indians, we have leading off number 2, Joel Mound, playing second base. Number 10, Stephen Bodecker, pitching. Number 30, Garrick Hill, left field. Number 24, Jake Reimel, catching. Number 20, Bo Henry, center field. Number 23, Colby Twellman, right field. Number 5, Eli Gladney, third base. Number 8, Cody Thornhill, shortstop. And number 28, Nick Stone, first base. Do I have time here to get through the Bowling Green lineup? I think I do. Batting first, number 10, Cooper Kyle. Number 42, Dylan Huber. Number 8, Cameron Worley. Number 32, Maverick Comley. Number 34, Caden Chandler. Number 13, Dylan Niemeyer. Number 30, Clay Lazier. Number 9, Will Twellman. Number 15, Cody Pogue. And number 24, Bryson Heidecker. And looks like we are getting ready to start. To be perfectly honest here, I do not have a good view of this game. I might as well be inside of a barrel or something. But I'm seeing this game better through my computer screen than I am looking in person. So I need a taller stool. There we go. If I stand up, I can do it. But I don't think my legs will standing up through this whole game. So anyway, I'm going to be seeing the same view as you. And so here we go with Joel Mound up to bat. He's pulling in from the right side. First pitch is a strike called. Swing and a miss, strike 2. There's a ball low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball remains. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now I'm looking around for a scoreboard and I don't see one. Do we not have a scoreboard up here? Pitch is high. 2-2. Oh, there's the scoreboard. They make these press boxes very well, except for seeing out of them. There's another foul ball back into the football field, it looked like. 2-2 on Joel Mound. And there is a call, strike 3. Batting second for Elsberry, number 10, Stephen Bodecker, the pitcher. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball outside. 1-1. Swing and a foul tip. Strike two. There's a ball two. Ball bounced into the catcher. Yeah, that ball hit the umpire. I didn't notice that at the time. So as we get him out there checking on the umpire for possible injuries, he's kind of straightening up a little bit. My colleagues to the right here are having a whole lot of fun with this one. All right, looks like we are ready to go back to playing here. Steven Bodecker with a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike three. So two batters up, two strikeouts. We now have Garrick Hill up to bat. Whoa! Here he was hit on the left shoulder. So that brings up Jake Reimel with Garrick Hill on first base. First pitch into Reimel is a ball. And swing and a foul ball straight back. 1-1 on Jake Reimel. Swing and a foul ball back behind us. One ball, two strikes on Jake Reimel. Another foul back. Remains one ball, two strikes. There's a ball high and outside. 2-2. So with 2 outs, Jake Reimel has count of 2-2. And there was a call, strike 3. So at the end of half of an inning, there is no score.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation.
All right, up first for Bowling Green. Cooper Keel right back to the pitcher on the first pitch. Over to Stone at first base, and 1 out. Now we have Dylan Huber up to bat. He is Bowling Green's second baseman. High fly ball out into left center, and catch is made. That was Garrick Hill with that catch. Brings up Cam Worley, center fielder. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch, high and inside, 1-1. Time called. Two balls, one strike. Pitch right back to the pitcher. See what they do here. And they got him. It was right off of Stephen Bodecker's hands. Second base picked it up and threw it over to first. So at the end of 1 inning, no score still.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So When you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part.
Okay, we have Bo Henry stepping in now to start off the second inning. First pitch is swing and a miss, strike one. Second pitch over his head, ball one. Second pitch right in the same place. Right now, Bo Henry's wishing he wasn't so tall. So after the catcher comes back, Bo Henry sitting there with a 2-1 count. Foul tip, strike two. 2-2 on Bo Henry. Swing and a miss, strike three on Henry. That is a fourth strikeout. Up next, right fielder, number 23, Colby Twellman. Swing and a miss, strike one. Seems to be a common theme here. Fouled it off the catcher, strike two. Ball hit up to shortstop. Over to first, and he picks it up, and out number two. Brings up number 5, Eli Gladney. Third base. Foul ball hit off to the right. Strike one. Second pitch coming in. There's a ball outside. 1-1 on Eli Gladney with 1 out. 2 outs. Same place, and that one was a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So at the end of 1.5 innings, there is still no score.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right, here we are back for the bottom half of the second inning. First up for Bowling Green is going to be number 32, Maverick Conley. First pitch is ball outside. Swing and a ball hit, going to be foul. That's 1-1 on Conley. Hit the ball right past third base, right off the hand of Eli Gladney. So Bowling Green has base runner. That's their first base runner of the game. Brings up Caden Chandler, the pitcher. 1 runner on, nobody out. All right, getting ready to dig in and pitch to Caden Chandler. First pitch. Second pitch is a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Foul tip. Full count. 1 runner on. Nobody out. And call strike. First out. Brings up Dylan Niemeyer. Ball high. And there was a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball hit down to third base line, and Garrick Hill picks it up, gets it into the infield. So with Dylan Niemeyer getting a base hit, that brings up Clay Lazier, designated hitter with runners on first and second and 1 out. Ball high. High fly ball out into right center. It's down, and there's going to be 1 run come in. And there is 1-0 Bowling Green. So Clay Lazier with an RBI. Will Twillman up to bat now. Runners at the corners. First pitch was a ball. And runner from first went to second, uncontested. Nobody on first base to cover. Run scored on that single. Brings up Cody Pogue. Call strike on Cody Pogue. So once again, runners at the corners for Bowling Green. And attempted stolen base was nullified. They got him out. So there's your second out. Still a runner at third, 2 outs. High fly ball over here to the right side, and it dropped just out of the field of play. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is a third out for the inning. But Bowling Green got on the board with 2 runs. So here we go to the top of the third inning. The score is Bowling Green 2, Elsberry 0.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, we are back for the top of the third inning. Batting this inning for Elsberry is going to be Cody Thornhill, Nick Stone, and Joel Mound. And if anybody gets on, Steve Bodecker will be coming up. But they need to overcome the strikeouts. So far, there's been, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts out of 6 outs. See what's going on here. I can't see what's going on from here, but look at it through the computer here. All right, apparently they didn't like that helmet. So we have Cody Thornhill coming up to bat. Looks like a helmet looks like it's been laying in the attic for a few years. First pitch into Thornhill is ball 1. Bounced in off the plate, ball 2. Ball outside, ball 3. 3-0 on Cody Thornhill, leading off for the Elsberry Indians in the third inning. Ball 4, 4 straight pitches. So, nobody out. Leadoff runner on first base for Elsberry. Brings up number 28, Nick Stone, first base. And there's a bunt. Pitcher decided to go to first with it and got Nick Stone, but his sacrifice was good. And that got Cody Thornhill down to second base in scoring position. So we're back at the top of the lineup with Joel Mound. Mound struck out his first time up, standing there looking at it. Another bunt. And that ball goes on through. That is scoring Cody Thornhill. And Mound is down at second base. So, that base on balls came back to haunt him. Elsberry gets on the board with a run. So, with one out in the top of the third inning, we now have Stephen Bodecker up to bat. He is the pitcher. He's got a chance to help himself out here. Ball high. Ball two. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball high. 3 balls, 1 strike on Bodecker. Still got Joel Mound down on second base, wanting to come around and tie this game. Ball 4. So there's the second walk of the inning, brings up Garrick Hill. Garrick Hill was hit by the pitch on his first time up. And they are out to talk to the pitcher at this point in time. Try to settle him down a little bit. And there goes the umpires going out to tell them to wait till after the game to figure out where they're going to go eat. So Garrick Hill steps into the batter's box. Ball outside. Swing and a miss, strike one. He's watching Mound down on second base. Throw down to third base, and Mound is in there for a stolen base. So with 1 out, Mound is on third base. Hill up to bat with 2 balls and 1 strike count. There's a foul ball off to the right side. Two balls and 2 strikes now with 1 out. Joel Mound on third base, just itching to cross that plate. Pitch coming in. Swing and a miss, struck out. So that is 2 outs. Joel Mound still down on third base, 1 to come home. Jake Reimel up to bat. Reimel struck out looking his first time up. There's ball over the catcher's head, but Mound decided to stay right down there at third base. One and 0 on Reimel. Next pitch in. Ball 2 high. And there was a strike one. Check swing, but couldn't stop it. There's inside 3-1. He check swing, foul ball, so full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Top of the third inning, 1 run in already. Here's the pitch. And another check swing, foul ball, still 3-2. Umpire checking the ball. Foul ball over our heads back into the football field. Stays 3-2. And there was ball 4. Bases are loaded. Bo Henry up to bat. Bo has a home run this year, so we know he's capable. So we have bases loaded. Bo Henry up to bat. He struck out his first time up. And pinch runner Derek Taylor is in. All right. Bo's looking down third base, getting his signs from Coach Schaefer. Digging in, looking at the pitcher. First pitch. Ball outside. Foul ball, 1-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-1 on the batter. And a call, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bo Henry strikes out. And they left the bases loaded. So at the end of 2.5 innings, Bowling Green 2, Elsberry 1.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Okay, we are back for the bottom of the third inning. Scores, Bowling Green 2, Elsberry 1. Elsberry left the bases loaded in the last inning. A lot of runs sitting out there that could have been pretty useful. Coming up to bat first, Cooper Keel. It is Cooper Keel, right? Because I would have said Cooper Kyle. And I think the other game I did say Cooper Kyle. Ball 1 to Keel. Dylan Huber's on deck. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3 pitches, 3 balls. And 4 straight pitches. And a leadoff walk to Cooper Keel. Brings up Dylan Huber. He flied out to the left field his first time up. There's a call strike. Foul ball right over our heads. I think if we could have reached up, we would have probably caught that one. No balls, 2 strikes on Huber. There's a ball outside. There's a base hit out to left field. Hill gets it and gets it thrown in. So Huber with on base with so Keel and Huber both on base now. So with nobody out, Bowling Green has runners at first and second. Cam Worley up to bat now. He hit into a 4-3 out his first time up. There's a call strike on Cam Worley. Pop up coming foul. I thought that was going to hit right on our heads here. I think we need some Skylab helmets on. So no balls and 2 strikes. I just have to wonder how many people listening to me know what Skylab was. And there's a little dribbler to the pitcher. Over to first and out. So 1 out. But the runners do advance to second and third. Brings up Maverick Comley. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Ball bounced in, but Jake, he was right there to block it. Strike 1. There was 2 balls, 1 strike on Comley. Ball gets past Reimel, and he slid in under. The ball was thrown down to third base by Jake Reimel, but he slid in under it. Ball took a Elsberry bounce there off the backstop. 3 balls, 1 strike. There was a call strike, full count. And there's ball 4. So, bases loaded now for Bowling Green with 1 out. Brings up Caden Chandler. Ball gets away from Reimel, but only dribbles just a little ways. Ball 1 to Chandler. Ball high, throw down to first. Two balls, no strikes. Steve needs to throw a strike here. 3 balls. And that walks in a run. Base is still loaded and a run is in. So 3-1 now, Bowling Green. 1 out. Dylan Niemeyer up to bat. And Coach Adam Schaefer is out to talk to Bodecker now, try to calm him down a little bit. And looks like we're getting a pinch runner in for Bowling Green. So we have Dylan Niemeyer up to bat. Same situation as when Chandler was at bat. Bases are loaded. 1 out. And there was a check swing and no balls. 1 strike. High fly ball. And Stone makes the catch. Nobody advances. So with 2 outs, Clay Lazier up to bat, designated hitter, and bases are still loaded. Ball 1 outside to Lazier. Call strike 1. 1-1 with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Down to third base, foul side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, bases loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Time had been called. There was a check swing, and he was called out. So, strikeout. So, Bodecker got himself out of a bit of a jam there, but they did get a run. And at the end of 3 innings, it is 3-1 Bowling Green over Elsberry.
Oh, hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right. We will be going into the fourth inning here. Colby Trollman's going to be leading off for Elsberry. Number 23, the right fielder. He grounded out 6-3 his first time up. All right, Colby Trollman digs in. First pitch, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. One ball, one strike on Twelman. Swing and a miss, strike two. One ball, two strikes. Elsberry's not making good contact with the ball. Foul tip, and there was strike three. So one out brings up Eli Gladney. Eli struck out his first time up in the second inning. Swing and foul ball. And Gladney and Coach Schaefer have a little powwow down there. Top of the fourth inning, one out. Eli Gladney up. No balls, one strike. One ball, one strike. And there's a call, strike two. One ball, two strikes. Nobody on. One out. And he is thrown out at first on strike three. That is the second out of the inning for Elsberry. Brings up Cody Thornhill. Foul tip, strike one. No balls, one strike. Ball high. Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. Struck out the side. So at the end of 3.5, the score is 3-1 Bowling Green.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station. Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, we are back. Bowling Green sends Will Twellman, left fielder. He is up to the batter's box. There was a strike. Throw down to first. And on a strikeout, he gets to second base. So that brings up Cody Pogue with nobody out and a runner on second. Bad throw down to first base. First pitch is a call strike on Pogue. There's a foul ball down to first base. So Cody Pogue with 0-2 count on him. Nobody out. Twellman's on second base. There's a little dribbler to the catcher. And Reimel throws to first base for the out. But Twellman does advance to third base. So now we have Cooper Keel up to bat. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball one. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 runner on third base. Fly ball down first base. It's going out of play. 2-2 on Keel. Swinging a bouncer to second. Over to first, 1 out, but the runner does score. Brings up Dylan Huber with nobody on. Score is now 4-1 Bowling Green. So there's the second injury of the night for the home plate umpire. Seems to be a pretty dangerous place to be tonight. Jake's out talking to Steve. All right, everybody's still standing around talking. Catcher's talking to the batter. Coach talking to the umpire. All right. Umpire's running down the first base line. Looks like we're getting ready to play a ball game. Not that anybody remembers, but it's no balls and one strike. And now we have a 1-1 count. High fly ball into left field. Garrick Hill underneath it and has it for the third. That's a third out. Yeah, everybody was standing around. I was thinking it was a third out, but nobody out on the field thought it was. But that's out number 3. So at the end of 4 innings, 4-1 Bowling Green over Elsberry.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Okay, we are back for the top of the 5th inning. Bowling Green leads this game 4-1. And with some controversy up here in the press box, we have Nick Stone up to bat. The announcer tried to get him up earlier in the last inning, but he refused to come up here, so he's waited to this inning to bat. Ball hit to third base, over to first, and he is out. So a 5-3 putout, 1 out in the top of the 5th for Elsberry. Brings up Joel Mound. Foul tip straight back. Strike 1. swing and a miss. He chased that one outside. So with an 0-2 count, 1 out in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Foul tipped. Still 0-2. Steve Bodecker's on deck for Elsberry. Ball high. So we have 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball bounces in. That's ball 2. So Mound is back into it with 2 balls, 2 strikes after being down 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is 10 strikeouts for Chandler. Brings up Steve Bodecker. 2 outs. 2 outs in the 5th inning. Ball 1. That's 77 pitches for Steve Bodecker. Another swing and a foul. Ball bounces in. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Hard hit ball into center field. And the catch is made, and out number 3. So that is the end of top half of the 5th inning. Score is Bowling Green 4, Elsberry 1.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that, but when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, in the bottom half of the 5th inning, Bowling Green's bringing up number 8, center fielder Cam Worley. Ball bounces in and gets past Reimel. Second pitch is a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. It's about 72 pitches for Bodecker in this game. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Off speed, yep. It was inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. And ball 4 to the leadoff batter. Brings up Maverick Comley. High foul ball coming back behind us. I have more baseballs back in the football field than there are footballs. Ball throw down to second, and he is out. Worley ran past the bag, and quick action there. And he is out. Call strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Comley. He's just standing up there calmly waiting for the next pitch. Hard hit ball, foul. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, but a hard hit ball down to third base line. Bounced up against the fence. Nobody on, 1 out. There's a hit over into right field, and it drops in. Base hit for Comley. Brings up Caden Chandler with 1 out and 1 runner on. Foul tip, strike 1. And there was a call strike. 0-2 on Chandler. 1 out and 1 runner on first. Ball hit foul down first baseline. Stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. That's the second out of the inning. 1 runner still on. Brings up Dylan Niemeyer, the shortstop. Ball 1. Swing and a foul tip. 1-1 on Niemeyer. There's a pop up in the infield. Nicholas Stone there to catch it, and there's out number 3. And so at the end of 5 innings, Bowling Green 4, Elsberry 1.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you will be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, here we are going into the top of the sixth inning. Bowling Green still leading this game 4-1. Getting very late for Elsberry if they want to do anything. So leading off this inning is number 30, Garrick Hill, left fielder. Bowling Green has a new pitcher. And that is Dylan Niemeyer out there pitching for Bowling Green. So with Hill up to bat, top of the sixth inning. Hill struck out and was hit by a pitch. Ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball down to third base line, foul. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball into left center. Left fielder has it, and there's 1 out. Brings up Jake Reimel with 1 out in the sixth inning. Jake struck out watching and drew a walk his first 2 times up, and there was ball 1 high. There's a call strike. 1-1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Ball hit up the middle, right to second base, over to first, and he is going to be tagged out. That is the second out for Elsberry in this sixth inning. Brings up Bo Henry. He's got 2 strikeouts in this game. Ball high. Second pitch into Bo. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And that is a third out in the 6th inning for Elsberry. So at the end of, what is this, 5.5 innings, it is 4-1 Bowling Green over Elsberry.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right. We have Clay Lazier up to bat. And he fouls the first one back. Strike one. There's a dribbler picked up by Jake Reimel. Throw down to first and got him. So 1 out for Bowling Green. Brings up Will Twellman. First pitch, ball one. Strike one. Swing and a miss. There's a base hit into left center. Bo Henry handled that one, gets it into the infield, but Twellman is on first with a 1-out hit. Cody Pogue up to bat now. Ball high. Throw over to first and not in time. There's a ground ball to short. Out at second. Oh, he was called safe. Yeah, the entire place thought he was out, but they're calling him safe. And Coach Schaefer's out to find out how you can be safe. Okay, it looks like the call's going to stand. It usually does. So anyway, Bowling Green now has runners on first and second. So, top of the order for Bowling Green, Cooper Keel in the sixth inning. One out. Ball high, quick throw down to first. And runner on his way to third. So Bowling Green has runners at the corners with one out. Reimel got a pretty good throw down there to first base. Two and 0 to Keel. Runners at the corners. There's a call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. And he's going to make it to second because there was nobody covering second. So now Bowling Green has runners at second and third with one out. There's a foul ball back behind us. 2 and 2. Steve Bodecker with about 95 pitches so far in this game. And there's a ball just outside. Full count. Ball gets away, but it was ball 4. So once again, Bowling Green has the bases loaded. It's about the third time in this game that Bowling Green's had the bases loaded. Dylan Huber up to bat now with one out. And Coach Schaefer out to talk to Steve Bodecker. The entire team is out to talk to Steve Bodecker. Doesn't look like he's taking him out. Only ones out there is the outfield, and Steve Bodecker is staying in. That's 97 pitches for Bodecker. And there's a foul ball over our head, strike 1. One out, bases loaded. There's ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Their ball bounced in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reimel blocked that one from getting past him. A short area behind the plate. It's kind of hard for the runner to come in. Ground ball up to fumbled by the shortstop, Thornhill, and everybody's safe. That makes the score 5-1. Base is still loaded for Bowling Green and one out. the bottom of the sixth. One out, bases loaded. And Bowling Green leading this game 5-1. Those errors can really be costly. So now we have Cam Worley up to bat. Ball one. Ball two. So Steve Bodecker falls behind his batter. Still just one out. There's a call strike. Ball three. There's a foul ball, full count. So with one out, we still have bases loaded, full count. Payoff pitch, getting ready to come into Worley. And there's a call strike. Second out, bases still loaded, and brings up Maverick Comley. Coach Schaefer out to talk to Steve Bodecker. And Bodecker's coming out. Who we're going to have pitching? I think maybe Bo Henry's going to come in and pitch. He's coming in from center field. Or is it Nick Stone? Nope, it's going to be Nick Stone. All right, in this pitching change, let's take a break.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabags do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are back. 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth inning. Had a pitching change, and Nicholas Stone is coming in to pitch. Bodecker with 107 pitches, and they decided that was enough. So he gets his practice pitches in, and Bowling Green's going to be sending. They're going to be sending. Let's see. Yeah, I thought I had that right. I just pointed out it. I was going to say Mav Comley, but somewhere along the line I was thinking that he had already batted. But I guess he came up and they had the pitching change. And all that took enough time that I forgot that I was even at a ball game. So Mav Comley up to bat. He calmly walks in. Two outs in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch to him. Hit. Oh, they called that foul. Wow. That one could have gone either way, but the way they called it was foul. Next pitch into Comley. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Base is still loaded. 2 outs. High foul ball back behind us. Remains 0-2. There's a grounder down third, and that is a foul ball for sure. It was about 6 inches outside. Still 0-2. High fly ball over to the right. And just out of play. Everybody was taking a look at it. Still 0-2. 919 pitches into this batter, and we're still 0-2. There's a... And they got him at second. Second and third. And he outran that. They had him in a hot box, and he outran that. Very poor defense by Elsberry. And he snuck in under that tag. And I think 2 runners scored, I believe. All right, that brings up Caden Chandler. And here's a foul ball over our heads. So still 2 outs. High fly ball down into out of play. Two strikes on Chandler. Ball 1. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. High fly ball, looks like it's going to come out of play. Hits the mud right in front of us. Can't imagine there'd be any mud anywhere. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 runners left on. All right, so that brings up the top of the 7th. Last chance here for Elsberry. Score of 7-1.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, here we are in the top of the 7th inning. And maybe I better change this scoreboard here on the computer. They changed innings and I didn't. Okay, I'm up to date now. So, back to where I was. Top of the 7th inning. This is Elsberry's last chance here. They got to come up with at least 6 runs in order to tie the game. Okay, they are going to be bringing up to lead off number 23, Colby Twellman, right field. Bunt attempt. I think that was a foul tip there. It'd be strike 1. Swing and a foul tip, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Did he go? They're saying he did. Strike out. 1 out. Brings up number 5, Eli Gladney, third base. Ball hit to second base. Throwing over to first and 2 outs. And here is Cody Thornhill, shortstop. He's a last chance here for Elsberry. There's a ball hit to second base, over to first, and the game is over. So, final in this district game is Bowling Green 7, Elsberry 1. A lot of defensive errors made by Elsberry on this game, and some very good pitching from Bowling Green. So, take a quick break here.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
So, congratulations to the Bowling Green Bobcats. They will move on and play Herman tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. I really don't know where that game is going to be, but it doesn't matter. I won't be there. But like I was saying, is a lot of defensive errors for Elsberry in this game. And on top of that, they didn't get any hits. So when you have bad defense and no offense, it's really kind of hard to win a game. So that is it for Elsberry's baseball season this year. And that's going to be it for me until softball and football season starts up again. I think I'll take a little bit of a vacation this summer. I think the Pacific Ocean is calling my name. So anyway, I want to thank all the listeners this year. This was my first year broadcasting any of this. And between equipment failures and my own failures, things still worked out. I'm alive. You're still alive. And I had fun. That's really all that matters, is I had a whole lot of fun. And we're going to miss the seniors on the teams. And so anyway, I guess at this time I will say goodbye for this season. And I don't know whether there's going to be a softball game or a football game coming in first for the 2019-2020 season. But either way, I will be there to broadcast these games. And, again, congratulations to Bowling Green, and thank you, Elsberry Indian Baseball, for an exciting season this year. And so anyway, I guess that's it. Until this coming late summer, this is Kenny Masterson saying good night to everybody from Bowling Green, and I will see you next season. Goodbye, everybody.